Hey YouTube, this is Mike Sharp, East Wenatchee, Washington. What we have here is a 51 Ford F1 cab. Very nice cab. I'm getting ready to chop. What we have here is the cab that came off of the old truck, which is a 49 cab. And as you can see, it was a pretty nasty job of chopping the top. On the 51, I've sectioned it into 4 sections and then marked out the center of the top where I will remove the flattest part of the center of the top. This way, when I do my body work, I won't have to be working out in the middle of the top in what we call an oil can area. I've also marked the corners of the cabs. I've marked the windshield post. I've only marked one cut on the windshield post so far. On the back of the 51, has a very nice large back window. Most people, when they chop, they take the section out, the 6 inches, leaving them with a very skinny slit of a rear window. What I will do is I will cut around the rear window opening, leaving it completely intact. I will leave it attached to the bottom of the cab and just roll it out some in order to fit all of the rest of the cab while I'm doing my chop. Once the chop is done to where I need to fit the rear window, I will cut sections out of the lower half of the rear window so that I can lower the rear window, keeping the original window opening intact and also being able to use the factory window that came in the truck. If you ever break it, that's kind of important. You don't have to have a glass shop cut you a new window. I've also went in the inside and I've laid bracing on the inside of the cab. This will keep the inside of the cab, or actually the whole cab, from flexing, becoming distorted when I cut the cab apart. The last thing you want is for everything to move and then try to start welding things back together that aren't square anymore. Even though any of these Ford F1 cabs were not square. When I measure one side to the other on the wheel, on the door opening, they're actually a 1/4 inch off. So in order to not have a problem with that, I'm measuring from the top seam down, and that's where I will make my cut. I'll continue this as we get the roof section cut out and as we make other cuts along in this chop.